Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's soujisakatattv. I'm a gender-fluid cat cybernetic VTuber, and today we're back with our epic rap battles of history reactions. I apologize, I was gone last week. My voice was completely shot. I had virtually no voice at all. To give you a summary of what last week would have been, it would have been me on screen and like the week before where I forgot to upload the audio. It would have been like that. I couldn't talk at all. I haven't even streamed in a couple weeks. It's really annoying. It's really irritating. I am getting my voice back finally. I'm ready to be back doing my thing again. I've missed it. So it's good to be back. I may still have a couple voice cracks. I have a dead spot. I just hit right there. I'm purposely avoiding that pitch of my voice right now because it cracks. So if it does, I apologize. I'm still getting used to this. I'm sure it'll heal up as I go, but for the moment, this is what I got. So, of course, check out my social media, Twitch, Twitter, or X, whatever, TikTok. Of course, if you're here on the YouTube page already, which if you're watching this, you must be, hit that like and subscribe down below, please. Really helps a fella out. And let's get into it. Today we got Guy, or as my high school social studies teacher insisted we call him, Guy Fawkes. I'm here to tell you, I'm going Guy Fawkes. And he was a... what was he? They have a word for it. I can't come up with it. Basically, he was very much a rebellious character. The character in V for Vendetta is based on Guy Fawkes, I believe, or Guy Fawkes. Now I got myself saying it again. Old habits from high school die hard. And of course, Che Guevara was very much communist. So, what did he run, Che Guevara? Was it Cuba? We're already breaking out Google. What did that say? Oh. Fox. Yep. What was he... Yeah. Gunpowder plot, and, what was his, famous for? Yeah. He conspired to blow up Parliament and assassinate King James I of England. Okay, I thought so. And then Che Guevara. It was Cuba. I was right. Okay. I want to make sure I had these two. It's been a long time since I studied this stuff in high school, so... yeah, he was the guerrilla leader and revolutionary in the Cuban government. Back, when did he rule? Wow, he died at 39. That's insane. I think it was in yeah, 56 to 59. Okay, we're on the right path here. Sorry about that. Wanted to make sure I had it right. Let's get into it. Guy Fawkes, Che Guevara. Let's go. Yep, right there. There's the mask I was talking about. V for Vendetta. Back that up a little bit. There it is. Yep. That is the quintessential V for Vendetta mask you see. That's very pop culture. But yeah, that is the character I do believe he's based on. And, well... the character in V for Vendetta is based on Guy Fawkes. But already love the beat. It's been a long time since I've heard this. I've heard this many times, but like most of the other battles, but it's been a long time since I actually watched this one. So this is going to be fresh. I can't actually remember a whole lot of bars from this one off the top of my head. So I'm hoping this will be a more fresh, unique reaction. Let's see where we go here. And he's doing the pose. If you've never seen this, what is it? Che Guevara. If you go to Google Images on Che Guevara, it's this. This is a very popular thing, and one of the most famous posters of him is this picture where he's got this upward look to it, and that's what he's doing right here. Is it's supposed to be that emulating that. I love that. That's another great ERB detail for you. Che Guevara.
Gave out of the terror, fresh kangaroo wearer. Ill rhyme slayer from the 60s era. Revolting, heavy metal rebel blood spiller. Me and my gorillas are a squad of killers.
Ooh, I don't remember much of this. Yes, I love getting fresh content. It's been that long, I can't remember it. Alright, so I'm going to back it up because I want to break it down. I wanted to hear that first bit, the bass drop, and I wanted to get the feel for it again. It's been a while.
Guevara the terror, fresh kangaroo wearer.
Alright, so Guevara the Terror. Just calling himself the Terror. I'm guessing that might have actually been a nickname. Not 100% sure of that. I'm going to say that... Was it capitalized? I'm not going back to look. If it was capitalized, it might have been a nickname. It might just be that he's flexing on the fact that he was a revolutionary and they can sometimes be a terror. But also fresh Kangol wearer, which Kangol is this type of hat he's wearing here. And I believe, what is it?
Ill rhyme slayer from the 60s era.
Ill Rhyme Slayer from the 60s era. I was correct. He was from the 60s. And, of course, Ill Rhyme Slayer from the 60s era. So, of course, he's saying he's going to be killing these rhymes.
Revolting, heavy metal...
Revolting, because he was a revolutionary, so he revolted. But he's a revolting heavy metal rebel blood spiller, which, wow, that is a crazy, like, tongue twister there. Revolting, heavy metal rebel blood spiller. It's not, I guess I shouldn't say a tongue twister, but it's a lot of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't talk about rhythms enough, and I really like good quality rhythms, because this is a very bouncy beat. Bung, dun, dun, dun. And it kind of makes you ba, 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 da, ba on the beat. So getting that, with that ba, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, getting those two different tempos to work together like that, that's a really clever, like, it makes it stand out. Listen to how this sounds.
From the 60s era. Revolting, heavy metal rebel blood spiller.
Da-da-da-da-da. I love that. And of course, he is a heavy metal rebel blood spiller. I just like the way that's... I don't know if that has any deeper meaning to it. Of course, blood spiller, revolutionary, a lot of fighting. Heavy metal. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something there or not. It's not capitalized. It might just be saying, he's metal, he's hardcore. And then, of course, rebel blood spiller. I talked about that.
Me and my gorillas are a squad of killers.
Me and my gorillas. So I said he was a guerrilla leader or fighter or whatever. I don't know the exact definition of guerrilla, but it's more of like, I want to think dirty fighting, or at least like untraditional. They're more rough and tumble. I always kind of think like, when I think of guerrilla, well, let's look this up, because I want to get this right. I'm going to make myself sound stupid. Guerrilla warfare. There we go. What is it? I don't want images. Irregular warfare against a more powerful opponent by using small mobile groups of people, often undertaking many coordinated small surprise actions. Okay, so I was going to actually say, like, but the thought that comes to my head is like SEAL Team 6. Which, I don't know that's quite perfect, but it is more focused on, like, small groups of very, very good people at what they do. So, yeah, that makes sense. I'm right. And, of course, those little groups of very good, okay, SEAL Team 6 or whatever, the Navy SEALs, they're going to be, that they're going to be efficient and a squad of killers. So that's so good. Me and my gorillas are a squad of killers.
Known worldwide for my steely-eyed look.
Yep, known worldwide for my steely-eyed look. That's the poster I was talking about.
You're famous because of Valamore's third best book. And all the children say we will be like Che. Asthmatic, but I'll take your breath away.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's a really good bar. You're famous because of Alan Moore's third best book. Was Alan Moore the guy who wrote V for Vendetta? I'm sorry I'm going back, but this is a very detailed one. V for Vendetta. Book. Alan Moore, V for Vendetta. Yep, so it must have been his third most popular book. So I was right, it was an Alan Moore book. I almost knew it had to be the book. All the children say, we will be like Che, asthmatic, but I'll take your breath away. I love that he literally takes some of his breath out of his voice and whispers that line to like enunciate on the fact that he used the asthmatic pun. It's like the "here's your sign" language joke from Godzilla versus King Kong. That's a very clever tactic they used.
Best book. All the children say we will be like Che. Asthmatic, but I'll take your breath away. You tried to rebel against James the First. Here's a tip for your next plot. Try to rehearse.
Yep. So yeah, he did try to rebel against James the First, and the gunpowder plot, which was what it was called, ended up getting foiled by a guy who basically ratted him out and was like, "Yeah, hey, they're trying to blow you up." So that's not a Try to rehearse next time because you messed it up.
You tried to rebel against James the First. Here's a tip for your next plot. Try to rehearse. I got my face on a magnet on your roommate's fridge. Your head is on a spike up on London Bridge.
Yep, that's very true. So yeah, Che Guevara was very well popularized for like people who believe in the communist ideal and way. They often will have a magnet of Che Guevara or a poster of Che Guevara, like that. Again, that picture I showed you, very, very popular choice for like to show their support of that ideal. And yeah, when they caught Guy Fawkes, they did impale his head on a spike on the top of London Bridge. Yeah, I was gonna make a bad joke there, and I'm just not gonna. Yeah, that's what happened.
I got my face on a magnet on your roommate's fridge. Your head is on a spike up on London Bridge. You had one job, cabrón, to strike a matchstick. Got caught with the fuse like your boss. Not lit. You should have stayed anonymous, epic fail guy. Treat this battle like the gallows and take another dive.
Oh, that hurts. Ouch. Okay, so you had one job, cabron, to strike a matchstick. Because that was his job in the gunpowder plot, if I'm correct, was that he was supposed to be the one to light the fuse. So his one job was to light the matchstick and set it ablaze. And, well, they didn't make it that far. So, yeah, he didn't get his job done. And just like he got caught with the fuse, like his bars, not lit. I love that double. That's such a fun way of, like, normally doubles are set at the same time, and he actually makes the double like spread out over two different phrases. He sets it up with the matchstick line, and then you got caught with the fuse, just like your bars, not lit. I love how he spreads it out instead of hitting both of them. He could have went your fuse and your bars or whatever. There's ways he could have done it differently, and I like how they phrased it on this one.
To strike a matchstick. Got caught with the fuse like your boss. Not lit. You should have stayed anonymous, epic fail guy.
Wait, epic fail guy. That's a reference to something old in YouTube, I believe. That was before my time. I didn't have YouTube back then, I'm afraid. I know I've heard of that before, but I don't know what it is. And then Anonymous. Wasn't that a hacker group? Again, before my time on the internet. Let's look it up real quick. Anonymous hacker group. Didn't they use... Yeah, it must be related somehow, because Guy Fawkes comes up when you punch them up. Images. Yeah, they use his mask. I thought so. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. They do use his mask. Interesting. That's funny. So yeah, you should have stayed anonymous. And then what's epic fail guy? Oh, because it's also the V for... Okay, it was an old meme. I was close. That's amazing. So you should have stayed anonymous. Epic fail guy. Both references to things that have used his mask in the past. That's a really good line from Che Guevara. I love that.
Treat this battle like the gallows and take another dive.
Ouch. So of course the gallows is where people go to be hanged. That hurts. So that's a good first verse from Guy Fawkes there. Let's see what Che Guevara's got to Brother, I said it backwards. That was a good verse from Che Guevara. Let's see what Guy Fawkes can back it up with.
Another dive. As a communist, it must really hurt that your face has been cheapened, weakened, besmirched, being plastered on posters, coasters, and shirts, making capitalists rich off of you on merch. Right.
Well, that's a really good clapback from Guy Fawkes to start. Of course, communists don't believe in capitalism and the selling of merchandise and all of that. And yet, it's ironic that Che Guevara's face has been used to sell so much merch in the capitalist world to people who like communism. That's a very funny twist on that. And of course, another reference to that famous look he did. Of course, this is a recreation.
Besmirched, being plastered on posters, coasters, and shirts.
Yep, posters, coasters, and shirts. It is very ironic that happened that way.
Making capitalists.
And then, of course, capitalists rich. This is a character they use in some of the battles from the older ones. I think this is the most recent it's been used. This is supposed to be J.P. Morgan of, like, J.P. Morgan Chase. The bank, Chase Bank. That's the guy who founded it. So that would be like if there was a capitalist among capitalists, it would be J.P. Morgan.
Rich off of you on merch. Right, I'm a pious man and I fight for the Lord. I would cut you, but I don't want your sweat on my sword. I was tortured.
I'm a pious man and I fight for the Lord. Of course, they were very much, the gunpowder plot was put together by very religious people. And I would cut you. Of course, then that means he fights for the Lord. That's pretty self-explanatory. But I would cut you, but I don't want your sweat on my sword. Of course, sword is spelled S-W-O-R-D. So they overemphasize the W even when they don't need to, just to make the rhyme. I love how ridiculous that is.
I'm a pious man and I fight for the Lord. I would cut you, but I don't want your sweat on my sword. I was tortured until I could hardly sign my name. And listening to you felt pretty much the same.
Ouch. That's bad if that hurts that much to listen to you. I didn't think Che's verse was that bad, but that's a pretty good diss on your opponent there. To say that, I was tortured until I could barely function. And listening to you reminded me that felt about the same. Ouch.
Oh, I was tortured until I could hardly sign my name. And listening to you felt pretty much the same. Oh, face it, Ernesto, you're Castro, but less so. He's Cuba commander, you're more of the Destro.
Ouch. So face it, Ernesto. I'm guessing Che's real name was Ernesto. You're Castro, of course, Fidel Castro, an infamous leader of Cuba. You're Castro, but less so. You're a less good Fidel Castro, buddy. Just get out of my way. That's such a good diss.
Vote all you want, I don't give two Guy Fawkes. But look at Venezuela, what you're fighting for sucks.
Ouch. And so he finishes it off. Revolt all you want, I don't give two Guy Fawkes. Of course, playing on his own name there. I like it from Guy, but he only threw disses back at Che. I think he didn't buff himself up at all, but I think he played all defense and kind of refuted Che's verse in the first. We're going draw in the first round. Let's see if the second one can decide it, because with this 240, it's got to be a two-verse one.
Guy, you died for the Catholics. A group with a bad touching little boys habit. And this porn star pilgrim look. What's up with that? It's more like me, but very bad at. Oh!
Ouch. So, yeah. Of course, he says, I forgot to cover his last verse from Guy there. Look at Venezuela. What you're fighting for sucks. Saying that Venezuela and Cuba really aren't great things to fight for, which I don't know that's true, but yeah, it's a good diss. I mean, if you're going to throw shade at him, throw shade for what he's trying to control. I like it. But then he says, but Guy, you died for the Catholics, the group with a bad touching little boy's habit. That's a good rebuttal from Che right back at him there. And this porn star pilgrim look. It's more like V for very bad hat. I will say, of the two, the Kangol does look better than whatever the hell that is. Not my favorite. The heck? Something weird just happened with my OBS. Strange. Oh well. Apparently nothing to be too concerned with. But yeah, so definitely the hat was, the hat diss is good.
Star pilgrim look. What's up with that? It's more like...
Oh, and then it's more like V for very bad hat. Of course, the V for Vendetta reference I missed as well. I got distracted with my OBS glitching for a minute.
V for very bad hat. Oh, what's the fox say now? When they cut your
God, that's the stupidest bar of this whole thing. Anyway, what's the fox say? Ring, ding, 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 ding. That's the stupidest thing. If you don't know what does the fox say, go back and look it up. It's a pop culture reference from YouTube from like 10 years ago. God, so stupid. I forgot all about that. But oh, what's the fox say now? And he does the sound when they cut your junk out. Because yeah, they did. Before Guy Fawkes died, they did cut his. They did cut his beanie weenies off. That. As somebody with those parts, very uncomfortable to even think about that. Just. No, thank you. Oops, let me go back. What the fuck say now? Pause. What button did I press? Good. I didn't know there was a button that did that. My bad.
When they cut your junk out, I'm the hardest Marxist ever graced a banknote. You're an error-prone terrorist, penny for the scapegoat.
Ooh. Ouch. I'm the hardest Marxist to ever grace a banknote. So he's saying, you know, he's one of the best who ever believed in that ideal to be on money. Because I'm sure he was on money back in the day. Does anybody know if he's still on Cuban money today? I would think he isn't, but we have dead presidents on ours. Maybe they have dead leaders on theirs. I've never been out of the U.S. other than to Canada once. So, if anybody knows, let me know. But you're an error-prone terrorist. Penny for the scapegoat.
Penny for the scapegoat.
I don't know what the penny for the scapegoat... I know, of course, a scapegoat is somebody who you frame for it, which I do believe that he was kind of like the one they kind of martyred for the cause. I'm sure the rest got in trouble as well, but he was the one who got the poster child for getting in trouble for it. And yeah, he's an error-prone terrorist because technically, they did try to do that and kind of got owned on it. That hurts. Whoops, I didn't mean to go back. Those buttons go back and forward. I didn't know that.
Oh, what's with Guido? When they cut your junk out, I'm the hardest Marxist ever graced a banknote. You're an error-prone terrorist, penny for the scapegoat. Don't try to boast about your banknotes with Guido.
Alright, pay attention, because he throws the cigar.
You're an error-prone terrorist, penny for the scapegoat.
He blocks it. Now watch right over here. It's going to land right next to my head.
Try to boast about your banknotes with...
And, yep, there it goes, lighting the powder keg. Oh, boy. Alright, now what's Guy Fawkes actually saying?
You're an error-prone terrorist, penny for the scapegoat. Don't try to boast about your banknotes with Guido. You muddled your economy like mint in a mojito.
Ooh. I don't even drink, but I know one thing. Mojito is a Mexican beverage. Or at least it might not be a Mexican beverage, but it's a popular alcoholic beverage at Mexican restaurants. And if there's one thing that does not belong anywhere near a Mexican restaurant, it is mint. Well, maybe after you get done eating to avoid the bad breath of beans and so on. But yeah, don't try to boast about your banknotes with Guido. Of course, Guido is Guy Fawkes' real name. He's like, don't try to boast about your money with me, because you muddled your economy like a mint in a mojito. That's a really good diss on him there. That hurts. I feel like this whole battle is just dissing the other. They don't really... The only person who's tried to buff himself up is Che, and Guy Fawkes just every time tears him right back down. This is a very unique battle.
Very battle diss.
Oops.
To boast about your banknotes with Guido. You muddled your economy like mint in a mojito. This very battle disproves your communist initiative. These rhyme skills are not evenly distributed.
Oh, whoo. That's a good punch that I was waiting for. That's a good one. Not only a flex on yourself, but a diss on your opponent, and it tears down their factual, like, idealistic plan. Of course, communist is all about everybody, or communism is all about people having equal, the same thing. So he's like, this whole battle disproves your communist ideals, because we don't have the same level of talent. I'm way above you. So that's a flex, a diss, and a shot at his ideals. I love that bar.
I'm Catholic, I've got mass when I'm rapping. You're an upchain, that's Bay of Pigs Latin.
Oh, God. I'm Catholic, I've got mass when I'm rapping. So, of course, if you have mass, you have a lot. Having mass is just existing. It's taking up space. So he's taking up space in this battle because he's the one, saying he's taking up more of the space in this battle. So that's good, but also Catholics hold mass when they go to church. So that is really good on the diss. And then, of course, that you're an Che. So that's Bay of Pigs Latin. The Bay of Pigs, a very famous conflict between Cuba and America. I'm guessing it was in Che Guevara's time. I don't know a whole lot about it, but very famous thing. Go look it up if you want to. But also Pig Latin. You're an Che. So how you work Pig Latin, let's say for my name, Soji. So you take the first syllable, so, and you move it to the end. So my name would be Jisoe. Because whatever the first syllable is, you put it after the whole word. So we take the so off of Soji. So it would be G, so, and then you have to add A at the end of it. Like an EA kind of A sound. Think Canadian. A. So my name would be Jisoe. So if you take what he said, you're an Che, because Che already has that A in the end of his name. So we're just going to take the Ch part of Che. So what if you put Ch in front of yeah, he's calling him a chump in Pig Latin. That is insane. You're an Che. That's Bay of Pigs Latin. That is one of the single most clever lines in all of ERB history, in my opinion, and one of my favorites in general in rap. Bay of Pigs Latin. They were on something when they made this one.
I'm Catholic, I've got mass when I'm rapping. You're an upchain, that's Bay of Pigs Latin. After what just happened, you should retire. Is it the 5th of November? 'Cause I'm on fire!
Of course, the cigar that lit the fuse blows him up. But after what just happened, you should retire. Basically just saying, I'm so good, you should just call it a day. Is it the 5th of November? Because I'm on fire. The 5th of November in Great Britain. Oops, why is my keyboard not working? November 5th, Guy Fawkes Day. There it is. What is the premise behind this? I forget. Yes, because it was supposed to, that's what it was. The gunpowder plot was supposed to be on November 5th. And now every year on November 5th in Britain, they have Guy Fawkes Day. And they have like, they have fireworks and bonfires and everything like that. So, and I believe, don't they burn effigies of Guy Fawkes doing it? Yes, effigy of Guy Fawkes burnt on November 5th. I thought in 2010. So that's recent. I thought so. So yeah, they do actually burn effigies of him on November 5th. So what he's saying, is it the 5th of November? Because I'm on fire. And he absolutely was. If you can't tell by now, this battle goes to Guy Fawkes. That is The first verse was a good tie. Che's second verse was good. But Guy Fawkes' second verse was legendary. There's just no other word for it. That was absolutely killer. Guy Fawkes, you're winning this one. If you have any other opinions or disagree or whatever, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize that I had to miss another week. I'm hoping to get... I've had a lot of health issues the last 6-8 months. I'm hoping to get them fixed up. So, feeling better than I ever have in a long time. If I can just get my voice to finally finish clearing up here, I'll feel like a new man. So, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Soji, and I'm out. Catch me on Twitch. Catch me on whatever I'm on next time, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.